but pretty strong. He's done very well at some of the Arcadians here and there. And so let's get right into this match. All right.
Right off the bat, we just see good amount of damage on to the Mario, but the Mario's doing very basic combos, not even going for any aerial follow, just getting all of his money's worth out of that up tilt.
I mean, that's 43% off of, hitting up on the C-stick, and that's definitely worthwhile. He doesn't have the lead anymore, so let's see what he can really pull off here. I have never oh, this is Queveen. Oh yes, I know Queveen as a Mario.
The percentage lead in this match is going to be fast and fleeting between both of these characters, just because Mario and Zero Suit are very combo-oriented. They just, handle themselves differently. And as the match goes on, we'll see who's able to utilize their character's tools better to break the even. Because where the Zero Suit managed to outrange Mario fairly easily, Mario has better panic buttons in general.
Yeah, that was really good SDI. Falling out of that up B, that probably would have meant his death, but managing to hang on there. But seems like he's not quite respecting ZSS's buttons or soft. That was a really late hit, but again, not going to actually lead into the kill. And we have the edge guard situation. It can be so hard to edge guard ZSS. Oh, really nice. The accidental footstool almost leading into that kill, but just barely misspaces it. And now he's caught in this juggle situation. Let's see if he can... All right, finally manages to make it back down to the ground.
And there allows him to return back to stage, but it's really just these stray hits left and right. No one really able to secure anything, but an up tilt is going to take that first step. That's one of those kill moves that you don't often think about it, but when you consider all the rage behind Zero Suit, it's a good enough option. May not have been what Protagonist was intending, but it was an option. That worked out for him in the end. Now it's a matter of how well he can handle the stock. It looks like Queveen is starting to try and run in, do what he can for damage's sake, maybe try and get that kill, but it just isn't working out for him because the rage is going to help Protagonist get the solid 2-0. Don't think that up B still can't kill.
Oh yeah, no, it may have gotten nerfed, but if you're not careful, you will get laddered and you will die at, what was that, 50%?
Usually like 53.
53. So a little more than 50, but, still well below where you normally see a Mario biting the dust. And so now we're moving here into Game 2. Overall, it seemed like when Queveen did manage to get in, it was pretty good, but he kind of had difficulty just sort of getting past like Masquerade's just his hitboxes and his buttons. And you saw the frame 1 jab come out pretty frequently as just basically to interrupt any pressure that Queveen was trying to start.
Word, his combo game was looking kind of weak with just relying on up tilts and then occasional nair and down air pressure. Hopefully the platforms of Battlefield allow Protagonist or Masquerade, whatever he's going by, to maybe supplement that a little bit more. However, once those percentages begin to climb, it looked like Queveen was like holding himself better. He knew not to try and fish for it because we saw Masquerade like positioning himself for the up smash kill. And because it's such an obvious approach, you can't just do it. Like Queveen knew how to counter it, how to get himself around it safely, and it's what really allowed him to take that game one in such convincing fashion.
That was actually a really smart crouch coming out. Oh, wow, gets I guess the bad hitbox of the jab. Is that why that didn't lock there? And that could really be a devastating turnaround. Ooh, really smart recovery, though, baiting Protagonist to try and, mess with him as you let go of the ledge, but managed to get back on regardless. Now he's off stage again, though. All right, and yeah, Protagonist is using that down B to get off the ledge quite frequently, and that can be hard to mess with, but especially a character like Mario definitely has ways of contesting it. So let's see if Queveen will maybe be able to start picking up on that and punishing it.
Well, Mario certainly has the tools to deal with these kind of approach options. Queveen is just not really sitting as patiently as I think a Mario would be better suited in this situation. He's playing a fair enough neutral in making sure that he doesn't do anything too dangerous, but as we saw right there again, he's just going for that up smash. Mario has other kill options, especially at these higher percentages where Rage manages to bolster the knockback on some of his aerials, like down air. But
wow, what a beautiful bait. Goes for the tomahawk forward smash, and
if it works, it works.
Yeah. I mean, that was sort of the thing where I guess, you know, Protagonist was showing that he wasn't holding on to shield too much. He was scared of the grab, and so, you know, letting go basically meant that he took that really early death.
Flood getting Protagonist back off stage. Queveen looking to play much more patient now. It seems like he figured out a solid game plan through the middle of that first stock of Protagonists, and after getting that kill, he's feeling a lot more confident because he's just sort of being able to chase off and not commit too hard to these approach options. We're seeing a ton of empty hops out of him.
I think that another part might be that at this point, Protagonist is looking for the kill. And he sort of changed his game plan a little bit when that started going on. Finally manages to close it out with that up air, but that was at, what was that on, like 170%? Definitely much higher than he would normally like, especially considering he's already at 90. One more up smash might even do it. Alright, gets the Nair combo started there, but Queveen's DI is actually pretty good. He's managing to get out of a lot of the combos that Protagonist is trying to set up. And
that was kind of cute right there.
Yeah.
We saw Queveen reposition himself using Cape so that he could try and use Flood to further keep Protagonist off. But it's not really coming to much of anything, and honestly, it's anyone's game right now. If Queveen's able to build up a little bit more percentage, play things just a tiny bit safer, a couple of up airs leading into a well-spaced up B could have killed, but not what we're going to be seeing. Queveen kept things together, is going to bring us into game 3.
Yep. There was a little bit of that sort of janky finish there with the grab release and the air dodge read, but it ends up netting the kill for Queveen, now taking this 1-1. Let's see if, well, so where do you think stage-wise Masquerade would want to go now?
Possibly Town and City. I could see Town.
I could see Town as well, but, you know, Mario's up smash is always such a scary threat. Yeah.
Dreamland working was going to be my second guess, really just off the basis of Triplats. Just because Triplats helps so much here. Although, the lowered ceiling in reference to Battlefield helps both of these characters significantly.
But the one thing is that, like, Mario, because it has the same ceiling as FD, correct?
Right.
And normally Mario's killing off the top is basically just his up smash. Or maybe, you know, the up air, up B combo of his own. But in general, I feel like Zero Suit more consistently can take advantage of the platforms for killing on this stage.
What's the orientation of the stage is going to give Zero Suit a little bit more room to move around.
An amazing drift there, actually getting out of that big punish, and all of a sudden,
oh,
that was so
that
scary.
Would have been clean. The what if of that situation would have been amazing to start the evening,
Yeah.
but alas.
Protagonist, remembering he has a down B that can get out of that Mario up tilt string. But wow, no way, that just happened.
Yo, he did it with all of the gusto in the world, and it worked for no discernible reason. Don't think at home that that was true. That was a bold-faced lie, but it worked really well.
I mean,
Queveen.
okay,
I can't believe the DI on that was so questionable.
it was. I mean, so he was. Honestly, I was expecting the forward air read. Like, you know, that's of course like one of Mario's big things. He can grab you at the ledge and go for that forward air 50-50, but he didn't even opt for it. He just went straight for the F smash, and Protagonist DIing away ends up taking an incredibly early stock for it. And now he's stuck in a similar situation to what we saw game 2, where he's kind of struggling to get this kill. Okay, gets the air dodge read. Okay, that actually worked out interestingly, but still works out for Queveen. Oh, sorry, for Protagonist. And if he manages to just keep the momentum he had, you know, before he got down throw forward smash killed at 30 or whatever, I can still definitely see him running this back. But Queveen definitely got a little bit of fire breathed into him from that just ridiculous play.
And it looks like Protagonist is getting a little bit antsy now. He wants this grab. He needs something to get something started here. But Queveen doing a solid job of trying to space him out. We finally see a couple of hits connect, but went for the upbeat cheese.
All right, and now I feel like Protagonist is putting himself in the corner a lot, which is not so bad considering that Queveen hasn't really been able to capitalize on it. But when he's out there, he has to be careful that, one carefully placed up smash while he's trying to come back will definitely mean the set at this point.
And the Roar Bear is going to allow Queveen to break this. Gets stage control, is going to charge up his Flood once again. Not really going to come into handy. He was a bit late on that Super Cape as well, but run up smash finally comes in clutch. And Queveen is going to be taking this 2-1. It's a bit haphazard of a step to that point, but I feel like towards the end he finally had a solid game plan to work things out.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, he did have that one kind of cheesy kill, like first stock
it
game
worked.
too.
I feel like
it
Wispy
worked,
gave him the blessing with it too.
But the thing is, like
reposition for it.
Yeah. But I mean, also, like, for instance.